Okay, so video 1 is basically an introduction to PHP. We're going to be looking at what it is and why we should learn it. So the first thing we're going to look at is what is PHP. So if someone walks up to you on the street and says what is PHP, or more effectively in your class, what is PHP, you're going to be able to turn around to them and say it's a hypertext preprocessor. It's a server-side scripting language, which means that code can only be executed over a server. So whereas HTML, you can run it straight from your documents or straight from your OneDrive. With PHP, you've actually got to download a server called Uniserver, which we'll come on to later. So with PHP, the syntax is borrowed from several languages. So these are high-end languages, such as Java, Script and Perl. And PHP also supports many databases such as MySQL, which we will be using because we're going to have to get a database to actually work so that people can actually book online. So the way we do that is we use MySQL. So PHP uses several different file extensions, so it uses .php, .php3 and .html. So just with HTML and CSS, which you've been using, whichever language you're using, you're going to have to put a .php on the end, which means it tells the computer what language is being used. Each PHP file can contain the following code, so you can have scripts, which is PHP, you can have HTML and you can have plain text. So how this works is the server sends the content in PHP files as plain HTML text. This is so the browser can actually understand what is being said. So if we look at this block of code, so this is PHP code. So PHP, so the server, would see your preliminaries, which are these, which open and close your PHP language, and it will see echo. Okay, so it knows from this, just from that single word echo, that it needs to send some data to the browser so that it can be displayed. So when the browser looks at this, it won't see any of this, it doesn't see the preliminaries and it doesn't see echo, it'll just see hello world. So it just sees plain text. Okay, so this is how it'll work. So if you run this on a server, this is what the browser would see. So why should you learn it? So PHP is easy to learn if you have any experience with high-level programming languages such as C, C#, C++, Java or Perl or even Python. Python's up and coming now. Many jobs now want PHP programmers, and they are far and few between. So being able to use PHP alongside other languages such as C#, MySQL, Python, those sort of high-level languages will put you in high demand in the programming industry. PHP is good for creating large websites as it takes less time to do. It also allows you to program the back end. So for example, the contact form, or as we're going to be doing, we're going to be programming the booking form for a hotel. So that's just a brief introduction. So you may get tested on this, we'll see. Next we're going to be looking at actually doing some coding. So see you next time.